Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and as always thank you for joining me on my crafting adventures. Today is week 5 of our Christmas gift ideas and we're going to be sublimating onto these ceramic baubles. I'll link these ones in the description box for you. I've heard that these can be quite tricky to sublimate on. We need to be really careful that they don't crack or break under the pressure of the heat press. And also I've heard that sometimes the design can come out really faded if you don't get your temperatures correct. So I really hope you enjoy today's video, and without further ado, let's get on with sublimating onto these. So this is everything I'm using today. I've got my chip shot paper from Amazon, and I've got this paper from Ink Experts for hard substrates. It's the style sublimation paper, and I've got some heat tape that I bought from Amazon and my heat resistant gloves from Ink Experts, and I'll link everything down in the description box for you. So here I'm just measuring my bauble. I'm measuring the circular one first, and then I measured the star one from the widest point, and then I just measured the height of it as well. And then in Canva I just made these shapes. So I went into the elements and the lines and the shapes. I made a circle and a smaller circle to represent the hole, and then I made a star and I just measured them out to be the same size as my actual baubles. And then I just put all these designs together from elements, from pictures in elements and text, and then I just arranged them onto the baubles to make sure that they would fit. And I printed them out, making sure that I mirrored my image. And then I kind of folded the edges here so that I roughly knew where the middle was, and then that way I could get the star and just put the points towards the lines. And then I just cleaned it with a little bit of kitchen roll to begin with, and then kind of lined up the points to the lines that I'd made in the paper. And then if you look closely, hold it against the light, you can kind of see through it, so I made sure that it was straight by doing that. And then I just made sure it was stuck down really well with some heat tape so that it wasn't going to move or go anywhere once it was on the heat press. So with a cold press I just put some chip shot paper down, and then I placed the paper down first with the star on top, and then some more chip shot paper on top of that. And then I was just checking my pressure with my cold press. It does say light pressure, but my heat press just doesn't perform well with light pressure, so I took the risk of it cracking or breaking and used medium pressure, and it didn't crack or break, so it was fine. And then the first time I did this, I set the temperature at 195 degrees for 270 seconds, and I didn't think it would turn out very well because my heat press does much better if it's at 200 degrees Celsius for some reason. But you'll see how this first one turned out. This wasn't great. So when I did the second one, I upped my temperature to 200 degrees Celsius for 270 seconds. And you'll see this one worked better, but it still wasn't perfect to me. So I decided that it would be third time lucky. I did 200 degrees Celsius for 280 seconds. And this time it came out perfectly. So these are all of my attempts. Obviously the first one wasn't great, the second one wasn't perfect, but the third one looks really lovely. And then the circular ceramic baubles I did at 200 degrees Celsius for 280 seconds as well, and they turned out really nicely also. And then the first one that I did, the star one, instead of wasting it, I just turned it over and sublimated on the back of it at 200 degrees Celsius for the 280 seconds. And as you'll see, it was a lovely result. And here they are on the tree, looking really nice. I'm really pleased with the final result, even though we had to experiment a little bit. I'm glad we got there in the end. Thanks for watching this video, guys. See you soon.